My name's Kate, and he owns large chunks of all those companies. And even me, with my minimal business brain, has heard of most of those.
The Corporate Communications Department. I'm the deputy to.
Very nice to meet you. Very well. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed, I have to say.
Yes, that's how I felt when I first came here, but every morning as well.
Well, it's everything, the scale of everything, but also all of you are so glamorous, and I'm feeling a little bit kind of underdressed.
Well, you can take your abaya off if you like, yeah.
And is there a proper form of address? Do I need to call him Your Royal Highness? Or...
Of course. I mean, his title is His Royal Highness Prince Waleed. So,
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he sounds, from what I've read, he sounds absolutely fascinating, but quite scary.
There's no need to be scared.
And finally, I meet His Royal Highness Prince Al-Waleed bin Talal.
Gosh, there's more cameras in here than there are outside. Hello.
Hello. Prince Al-Waleed. This is Kate Humble.
Your Royal Highness, very nice to meet you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
My every action is being recorded by Prince Al-Waleed's personal TV crew, which documents every minute of his public life.
Can I, before we start, can I give you this?
Yes, thank you.
Inside there is some frankincense that we collected in Oman.
Thank you. Oman, huh?
I believe you're the grandson of the founder of Saudi Arabia, is that right?
King Abdulaziz, yes.
I'm amazed that you bother to work.
I think every person has to work. It's part of our religion, part of our ethics, part of our habits is to work. I mean, every person has to work and produce.
You've amassed a huge fortune. Are you the richest man in the world? No?
No.
Not quite?
No, I'm among those, thanks God.
You're among them. Is there such a thing as too much money?
Well, you know, really it's, you know, once you go beyond a stage, it really becomes academic because there is only so much you can do with the wealth. But more importantly is how you can apply your wealth to help society and plow back part of it to the system and advance certain causes that you believe in.
The meeting over, I'm unexpectedly asked to join the prince for the evening.
What?
He has a full-time staff of bodyguards and a convoy of vehicles that accompany him wherever he goes. I've been told we're going to head to the desert to attend a tribal gathering, but first we're going to pick up his wife, the princess, from his personal resort at the edge of the city.
I feel like I'm in a Bond film. In a cavalcade of these very kind of threatening-looking cars. I don't know whether they're bulletproof, but you suspect they are. I want to ask him, but at the moment he's clinching some multi-million-pound deal, I think. There's lots of big numbers being bantered about. And are you constantly looking for new companies to invest in?
Oh, yes. Always looking, especially in these days, good opportunities.
Do you work very much on your own instincts?
I have to involve the investment committee.
Yeah.
And I like second opinion, always.
Yeah.
And I always tell my people working with me, you, in your particular position, you have to be better than me.
But you seem to be able to make decisions instantly.
Immediately.
Really?
Immediately.
Don't you ever have times where you just think, I don't know what to do?
Sure, no. If there is a decision that needs some time in meditation, I do it. I take my time in the desert, for sure. But some decisions have to be taken immediately.
And you have absolute confidence that you can do that?
I just took a decision right now. And we're going to have a conference call right now based on that.
It turns out the prince was completing a deal to refinance America's biggest bank, Citibank. 15 minutes later, we arrive at Prince Al-Waleed's city resort. Overlooking Riyadh, it's the size of 40 football pitches. He doesn't live here. It's more like a private playground. Reem, one of the prince's assistants, shows me around. It's described as a resort, but it's just for him and his family?
It's for him, his family, any guest coming from all over the companies, presidents, and many visitors from His Highness that he invites them always.
And does he sleep here? Does he have a house here, or is it just a kind of recreational?
There are some indoors facilities for His Highness, but it depends on. Sometimes he spends the weekends around the resort, but the other days he spends it at the desert.
These giant Bedouin-style tents shelter guests and the prince's games. Some of the prince's prize camels and horses are tethered outside to be admired. Every day, the tents are taken down and put up elsewhere in the grounds for a different view. Waiting in the tent is the prince's fourth wife, 27-year-old Princess Amira, and her friend, an Egyptian television star.
Is he a very difficult man to be married to? Does he drive you mad sometimes?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. You know, with him, you have to be prepared for anything at any time, even though he's very busy. He knows how to share his time with his family. That's the most important thing for him.
When you married, was there a lot of interest? You know, I mean, our equivalent would be when Princess Diana married Prince Charles.
Yeah.
Was there a lot of interest when...
No, it was very cozy, you know, it was family wedding. I preferred it to be that way.
Just a simple...
Just a simple wedding, you know, because it was... this is the scent you brought.
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah, my mom loves it.
Does she?
Yes, yes.
But don't you worry that your husband is surrounded by so many beautiful women? I mean, not to say that you're not a beautiful woman, but
no.
Don't you sometimes get a little bit kind of, why does he need all these women around him?
No, because I know the cause behind it. And all of these beautiful women are well-raised women, you know, well brought up, and they all have great ethics. And with him, I don't worry about it. No. I actually encourage it.
Do you?
Yeah.
Then I travel along with the royal family for a further 2 hours through the night until we're deep into the Saudi Arabian desert. Every month, the prince meets with local tribal leaders and their subjects in a traditional event called a majlis. As a welcome, each of the high-ranking guests is bathed in frankincense. They trap its sweet perfume in their clothing. Close to 1,000 tribesmen wait patiently in the background. There's no social security in Saudi Arabia, so it's custom for Arab leaders to give money to their people. Tonight, the prince will give away many hundreds of thousands of dollars of his personal fortune.
This is very unique to the Gulf region, and even more unique to Saudi Arabia. This tradition has been going on for, I would say, really since long time. It's part of the interaction between the members of the royal family and their subjects.
Right.
It's not obligatory, but I like to do it because it's part of my culture, part of me living in the Saudi society.
These tribesmen come from the region directly surrounding the prince's desert retreat. Some come just for themselves, some represent their entire family. Each has written his plea down on paper.
So you've had requests for helping to pay a lease on a house?
Yes, for this, for example, this guy says I have a lot of people and I want some money.
So a big family and
Yes,
he
he
needs
says I
help
have
to
5
help
people.
support.
Say 5.
Okay, yeah.
The prince's personal assistant, Nala, is vetting requests.
This is his first time to submit a request to His Highness, and his request, he doesn't have any job, so his request is only asking for a car.
Do you have any idea how much money you've given away?
Oh,
How
tens of
many?
thousands.
Tens of thousands of cars?
And billions of dollars.
Wow.
وبي العوض من الله ثم منك بسيارة.
إن شاء الله.
هي هذه بهالخيمة واجد.
إن شاء الله. هذا تروح توفت يعني ماتت.
أبد قضى.
الله يرحمها.
وياك. نبي العوض من الله ثم منك.
Is he very happy?
No, he said that my car, I need the car.
He was saying, reiterating his request.
Emphasizing it.
Yeah.
Actually, overemphasizing it.
But he won't get penalised for that. He'll still get his car.
Never.
Okay.
This has been going 25 years now. It's really Islam in practice.
So is there a concept of heaven that you go to a special place if you've...
No. I mean, this is, some people in the extreme Islam, they talk about these things, you know. I mean, a person does his duty and responsibility in the world, whether he's Muslim, Christian, or Jewish, and then God decides where to put him.
With requests still coming thick and fast, I leave the prince to